Popeye headed for the bedrooms, dragging Olive along behind him.
This old house has been empty for years. There ain't nothing to be afraid of. We is safe and sound.
Olive and Sweet Pea went to sleep in one bedroom, Popeye and Brutus in the other. Brutus wasn't at all pleased that Popeye was staying.
We'll see who's the toughest sailor. I'll still be here tomorrow morning, but you might not be. Ha, ha, ha.
Popeye didn't trust Brutus, but he put on his pajamas, climbed into bed, and went to sleep. He had just arrived in dreamland when a shrill cry woke him up.
Help! I say! Help!
Popeye leapt out of bed and dashed downstairs to where the cry was coming from.
It's me old pal Wimpy. He's in trouble.
Sure enough, Wimpy was in trouble. Big trouble. One of the monsters that inhabited the island had smelled the delicious aroma of hamburgers and had come to feed. But when it saw Wimpy, it decided to feed on him instead. The monster was a throwback to the dinosaurs. It was big, green, and nasty. It stood on two giant feet outside the house and had grabbed Wimpy in its hand. Now it was about to have him for a nighttime snack.
Help! Oh, Popeye! Help!
Popeye dashed outside.
Don't worry, Wimpy. I'll save you. No blasket monster's gonna eat me friends.
Popeye punched at the monster 1, 2, 3 times. Pow, pow, pow. The monster just laughed, lifted up one of its giant feet and slammed it down on Popeye. Popeye whipped out a tin of spinach.
Time for me spinach. Gulp.
Popeye's muscles expanded like balloons. He leapt at the monster to bash him on the snout. But the monster opened its huge mouth and swallowed Popeye whole. Popeye wasn't amused.
Hey, it's dark in here. Okay, wise guy. You asked for this.
Popeye let rip with his fists, pounding into the inside of the monster's stomach. Pow, blam, wham. The monster didn't like this at all.
Oh, I've got an awful tummy ache. It must be something I ate.
Then, smash! Popeye smashed through the monster's teeth and was free. Popeye grabbed the monster by its tail and swung it round like a lasso. Then he let it go, and the monster went sailing right across to the other side of the island. Crash!
The bigger they is, the harder they falls.
Wimpy was very grateful to Popeye for saving him. He wouldn't let go of Popeye's leg.
Oh, thank you, sir. You saved me.
Then he gave a gurgled cry and dashed off towards the house.
Help! Save me!
Poor Popeye scratched his head.
Dang blast it. I just did. You's a loony, Wimpy.
Then he saw what Wimpy was running from. Floating on the dock was a large white shape with big eyes and a grinning black mouth.
Yipes! It's the Ghosk. The Ghost of Ghoulie Grange.
The ghost danced in front of Popeye, trying to scare him away. Popeye was about to let it scare him too, when he saw wires dangling above the ghost.
This is a strange ghost and no joshin'. I suspect we is being tricked.
Popeye ran at the ghost and grabbed hold of it.
Ha ha! I thought so. It's nothing more than a sheet with a face painted on it.
Then Popeye saw lights flashing in the distant fog.
It looks like a light from a ship, and it came from those rocks. I am going to investigate.
Popeye followed the lights around the island to a cove. Docked in the cove was a small ship.
Well, blow me down. It's a pirate cove. I'll bet a piece of eight that ship has something to do with the Ghosky of Ghoulie Grange.
Popeye sneaked into the cove. But before he reached a nearby cave, a large net fell over him. Then a familiar shape came out of the shadows.
The Sea Hag. I might have known you were behind this.
The sea hag cackled and pointed to the cave.
This cave runs under Ghoulie Grange. It was me who dropped that boulder on you. We've been scaring people away so we can hide all the stuff we stole and smuggle into the house. Gold, jewels, soon I'll be rich. And you, sailor scum, will be dead.
The sea hag's men came along to drag Popeye towards a well. The sea hag explained what she was going to do.
We'll drop you down this well, and no one will hear your shouts for help. You'll be trapped forever. I ain't going down no blasted well.
Popeye pulled free of the sea hag's men and then tore the net to shreds.
Avast, you lubbers. It's fighting time.
Pow! Zock! Kablam! Popeye smacked the sea hag's men from here to the moon. The sea hag jumped up and down in rage.
Stop him! Stop him!
No use. All her men were flat on the ground. Then Popeye turned on the sea hag.
Here is women. I don't hits women, so come peacefully.
Brutus appeared from behind the rocks. He had come to see what all the noise was about, and heard the sea hag talk all about her ill-gotten gains.
I don't care for that $1,000 anymore. If you give me half your gold and jewels, I'll bash Popeye for you.
The sea hag quickly agreed.
Bash him! Pound him! Smash him in the mush!
Brutus grabbed a large piece of driftwood with which to brain Popeye. But Popeye pulled out a spare tin of spinach which he always carried with him.
Spinach is good for you. It's loaded with irons and nutritions, enough to take care of anything, even Brutus.
Brutus brought the driftwood crashing down on Popeye's head. Crash! Popeye laughed.
Is that your best shot? Well, this is mine.
Popeye struck out at Brutus with his fist, which was now the shape of an anvil and twice as hard. Ka-pow! Brutus went flying into the air to crash land through the roof of Ghoulie Grange. He hit it with such a force that the whole house collapsed around him. Popeye looked worried.
Oh my gosh, Olive, Sweet Pea, and Wimpy were in the house. They'll be flattened. Don't worry, Popeye. We're quite safe.
Olive appeared around the corner of the cove, followed by Sweet Pea and Wimpy, who was eating a plate of hamburgers.
We heard fighting and came to see what was going on.
Popeye was pleased to see his friends. He told them about the sea hag and her smuggling operation. Then he realized that the sea hag had gone.
She must have skedaddled when I was fighting Brutus. Still, she had to leave her ill-gotten gains behind, and we'll meet again.
The friends boarded Popeye's boat and set sail for home. Olive gave Popeye a cuddle.
Brutus won't win his money now there's no house. I'm glad you came to rescue me, Popeye. You aren't a ruffian at all. You're the best sailor in the world.
Popeye laughed.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. And I fights to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
And he blew his corncob pipe to show how happy he was.